Since I'm still in recovery with my ribs, and I am seriously jonesing to ride, I had this idea to do an equipment video of what I wear for off-road riding. So if you're interested, stick around. We'll talk about everything from head to toe. There's my headpiece. I always wear goggles. And I use the 100% Racecraft. And this is an LS2 carbon fiber extra. That's what it's called, extra with an X. It's a gray helmet, weighs nothing, even with a couple camera mounts on it. And I cannot complain about it. It's quiet. I have another LS2 helmet called the Subverter, and that works out pretty damn good too. But it's so vented. When it's cool out like this and cold rides, this one's much better. It's a little less vented. But I wear the Subverter in the summer. This is the Moose Racing armored shirt. It has armored elbows, chest, shoulders, and back. This is what I hit the tree with. I suppose that it did its job, but man, 2 weeks later today, or 2 weeks will be tomorrow from the time I hit the tree, and I'm still having trouble breathing from it, and but I don't have any broken ribs or broken sternum, so I guess it did its job. I've had this for about 1.5 years, seen a lot of hours. I turned it in for this. I'm stepping up protection a little bit to a hard armor with rib protection and back protection. Arm pads, shoulder pads, all in one. Kidney belt. Makes you look thinner in your shirt. Leatt 5.5 body protector. Or the Body Protector Pro, whatever it is. So it's an all-in-one. It may be a little hot, but I'm all about getting a little extra protection now. And that's like level 2 armor, level 2 protection, level 1 in the arms, level 2 on the back and on the chest and ribs. So good. I'm also about armored gloves. I've seen a lot of hand brakes. So these Impacts mechanic wear gloves, they're fantastic. These are the heavier lined winter pair or cold weather pair, and I just have regular ones for warmer weather. All right, moving on. Want to see my underwear? This is a Built Arma Plus. It's got multi-layer foam padding on the hips and on the coccyx. It did have a pad, one of those stupid, Kotex pads in the crotch. I took that out because I hate that. Doesn't do anything. You're not supposed to be sitting anyway, so. But these pants, I've had these pants for years, and they've held up. I'm not always a fan of Built products, but these have held up. I have never had any problems with my hips, and they're pretty comfortable. They slide on like I wear them on over my undies or my base layer, and they just add some protection. And these are my knee guards. They are the Leatt Dual Access. Again, these I've had for for about 2 seasons now. They got a lot of hours on them too. They do a good job. This did protect my shin in one accident, and I think that they're not officially listed as a knee brace, but they're solid. They lock out right there, and they do not they don't bend, and they're pretty well secured with these big straps. So I do think they offer some hyper extension protection, even though Leatt's not allowed to say it. I haven't had any problems with my knees. And I also lend to some support. Fly Racing, the hell are these things called? Patrol pants. Thank you, Morgan at Highland Cycles. You turned me on to these a couple years ago, and I really like wearing them. They have tons of venting. They offer pretty good protection. Like all outside, I had outside the boot type for a while, and they got all chewed up after a season. But the inside of the boots are a little more protected, and these seem to be holding up pretty good. Pants. All right. CD boots. You cannot skimp when you're riding on boots or helmets. The other stuff, take your chances, you know. But boots and a helmet for off-road riding, goggles too, or eye protection, can't skimp. So I decided, after a couple iterations of intermediate boots, let's say, to go with the best. The best. Then I bought these CD Crossfires. They're about $500. They're the Crossfire 2 TA soles, traditional application sole or whatever it's called. They're stitched on. They're wide. So for me, one of the biggest problems with any boot I have is with width. And I've tried all the wide type boots, the Alpine Stars, the Garniers. These are the only ones that actually fit me and don't cause me toe problems. Unfortunately, they're pretty shitty for the cost of them. I've had multiple issues with these boots. Lost straps. I've had these uppers come apart completely from the inside. This piece in here is very cheap, and all this attaches to them with these butted screws and it's weak. This thing is weak and flimsy. I reinforced it with tape, and I've also had a fight with the distributor here in the United States for these boots because I had 2 claims, and they didn't want to handle the second one. Oh, these parts came off, the hinges came apart. Unfortunately, like I said, so far they're the only boots that fit me. I'm not in the place to spend another $500 on boots, but when I do, I'm going to try another Italian boot maker. Now, these are Italian designed, but they're made in the last couple of years. They're manufactured in Romania, and CD was one of the best quality boots ever. They would last forever. And since moving to Romania, that isn't the case anymore. They're kind of junky, but they haven't charged any less. Anyway, TCX boots. I have a pair of their road riding boots, the Hero 2 waterproofs. Had them for years and years and years, and they actually get better as you wear them. They have a motocross boot, a full motocross boot called the Evo 2. So probably next season, I'll bite the bullet and get myself a pair of the TCX Evo 2s, or whatever their latest iteration is. Anyway, that's my gear. This is what I have to do for video now. I'll probably be another couple weeks before I can ride again, with the way this freaking chest feels. So see you from the trail, unless I come up with something else to talk about.